Nobita has a younger brother and took a bath with Shizuka. This is probably the pinnacle of his life. An aunt came to Nobita's house that day, and she also brought her 2 children. Nobita's mother thinks that other people's older brothers are more sensible. And our family Dashiong is an only child, squeamish and willful. Nobita was unconvinced when he heard it. Isn't he just a younger brother? I also asked Doraemon to ask for one. So the question is, where do you find a younger brother for Nobita now? Picking one up on the street is obviously not realistic. Nobita thought, as long as I bring my childhood self here, won't I have a younger brother? Thinking like this, the mystery that has plagued Nobita for many years is suddenly solved. He had an incredible experience when he was very young. That's when someone led him through the tunnel and took him to a strange place. It turns out that the trafficker he met at that time was himself. Nobita and Doraemon came together when he was 3 years old and found his 3-year-old self. Nobita said, "If you come with me, there will be lollipops to eat." Nobita as a child was fooled. Nobita as a child was abducted back to the modern age, holding 2 lollipops and eating happily. Mom is looking for her wallet downstairs. Amnesia and Alzheimer's are on TV. This made my mother terrified. Should I also have amnesia? At this moment, my mother saw Nobita and his younger brother upstairs again. She was even more puzzled. When did our family have another child? Why is this child still a little familiar? I seem to have seen it somewhere. The mother secretly called Doraemon and asked him, "Whose child is this?" Doraemon said, "Mom, have you even forgotten what your child looks like?" Now the mother is even more panicked. What? How can I not remember that we have 2 children in our family? Mom called and asked Dad, "Our family is a family of 3, right?" Dad counted Doraemon as a family member and told her that there were 4 people in the family. Mom's worldview collapsed, and she was just stupid with the phone. Nobita took this younger brother to play outside and just met Shizuka. Nobita as a child fell into the water in order to pick up the blown sheet music. Shizuka picked him up. Seeing this little brother crying with snot on his face, Shizuka took the man back to his house to take a bath and change clothes. Nobita got excited when he heard this. If it wasn't for Doraemon dragging him from behind, he would have crawled into the bathroom. Let me see. What are you doing, Nobita?" Nobita as a child and Shizuka took a bath together. Then they met Big G and Sunio, who were playing baseball in the clearing. When he was young, Nobita was not afraid of the Big G. He even picked up the ball for him and joined the battle happily. However, when it was the current Nobita's turn to play, he was bullied by Big G. On the way back, Nobita was so angry that he felt like he was being compared to his younger brother everywhere. The key is that he is no better than a 3-year-old child. He put his anger on this little brother. After the younger brother was bullied, he went back to his mother crying. "But my mother hasn't recovered from the shock yet." Nobita as a child was crying on his mother's body, and his mother quickly hugged him to comfort him. Just when the mother has gradually accepted that she has 2 children in her family, Nobita decided to send the child away. In the evening, Mom cooks meals for 5 people. Dad found Mom's purse in the fridge. Nobita also jumped out and said that he was the only child. Well, Mom is going to be completely devastated.